live. Donc, je pense que ça va être bon. Donc, je mets mon casque et puis après, ça va se faire automatiquement. Et je vais trouver les messages qui vont s'afficher sur group chat à droite, sur le... Oui. D'accord, je vais aller in join the conversation et c'est là que, par exemple, type a message, etc. D'accord, d'accord, je suis là. Super. Donc, je peux faire la présentation et j'imagine que les personnes entendent, hein. Donc, je raccroche le téléphone et je mets mon casque. Super. Parfait. Merci beaucoup pour votre aide. À très bientôt, hein. Au revoir. Hello, everybody. I'm not sure if you can hear me. I hope so. I am Britta Vincent, in charge of international relations at Institut de Touraine in Tours, France. And I'm happy to not see you, but to meet you somehow on this special event. Maybe I give you a short introduction into what Institut de Touraine is exactly doing. We are a private higher education institution and one of the oldest French schools in France. We have been founded in 1912 and we are, well, we are still alive, let's say, which is something very, very special for such a long time. We are specialized in teaching French as a foreign language and we take students 16 plus. So everybody's welcome. Sometimes we have groups, closed groups for people coming that are juniors and a little younger than that. We are under the academic supervision of the University of Tours, which is a specific proof also of our quality, high established quality. We have, well, let me maybe talk about where we are also. We are in Tours, which is 1 hour from Paris, south of Paris, by TGV. And one really great advantage is also that we have direct connection on TGV also if you come from Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris, 1 hour 40 directly to the city of Tours. So easy to come to us, and also train connections, of course, from Paris. So everything is really close and accessible. Tours is in the Loire Valley, which is, well, the place which is part of the UNESCO World Heritage. We have the famous castles on the River Loire, and you have heard maybe about Chambord, about Chenonceau, and many other famous places around here. Tours is a city which is a human-sized city, a mid-sized city for France, 300,000 inhabitants, of which 10% of the population are students from higher education. So it's a lively and dynamic city, and this is really a point our students appreciate a lot. Everything is walking distance. It's a safe city, and people really feel comfortable here. And it's easy to meet French people also. I think this is a main point, because when you come from foreign countries, we have 80 different nationalities coming to be with us, 2,500 students every year. It's an intercultural background you will find, but also a great opportunity to meet many French people. We speak with the purest accent of French, which you can't hear because we're not speaking French now, but when you come to Tours, you will realize that we're famous for this pure accent, so or no accent, we can even say. We also have training for teachers of French, which might be interesting for some of you. Don't know if some teachers are maybe listening to me this evening. Our campus is in the city center. It's very convenient, as I said, to be reached by walking, just by foot. Everything is very close, from accommodation to the restaurants and activities and everything we can offer you. The campus is nice and comfortable also, and you have 3 buildings with 30 classrooms. Although we are in a historical building, which is very beautiful, we have modern technology inside, so it's not the old blackboards, but we have electronical whiteboards, and it's really something which adds something dynamic to the courses also, and the students really appreciate, the teachers by the way as well. Our students, who are they? There are 41% that come out of Europe. Not so many Scandinavians, I must say, so it's a huge opportunity for you to come. So you will not be tempted to speak your mother tongue, but you will really be tempted to speak French with all the other nationalities. We have 27% of North Americans and Mexicans. We take them together, count them together, and then we have 18% of Asia. The Middle East is represented 4%. We have 6%, which is South America. So you see, it's a real mix. Africa and Australia, Oceania, is very little part only. And what is important to us is the mix of nationalities, so that you do not only learn French and about the French culture, language and culture, but also, especially in these days, you know, we are all very much concerned, not only in France, about what happens in the world and in France, in Paris at this time. But the best way of preventing all this is really talking together, living together, and this is a perfect cultural background for the people to know each other much better than they do. We have several types of courses. So we have general French and we have specific French, which we offer. And of course, we have intensive courses, which are 22.5 hours, very intensive. Then we have 15-hour standard courses for those who only want to do something in the morning and be free in the afternoon. Let me just detail you what we have inside the 22.5 hours course. It's 15 hours of language course, which is 3 hours every morning, and this is just general French, really, so that you can study the general part of it. 1.5 hours of phonetics and half class, 3 hours of tutorials, which is oral and reading and writing skills, and 3 hours of workshops. You can choose between cultural courses, French for specific purposes, which is like, for example, business or medical French also. The cultural side can be civilization, literature, history of art, things like this. Exam preparation, because we're an exam center certified for DELF and DELF, of course. And we have task-oriented units where you can do volunteering or counseling if you have any specific plans, for example, studying in France afterwards, or also working with volunteering, like France Bénévolat, which is a partner of ours. As I told you, 15 hours is our standard course, and you can start any Monday, so it's flexible, and the minimum of these courses is 2 weeks. And it's really a great experience. You can also use the CSN, for example, for like the Swedish friends we have. And you can contact us anyway for all kind of information which is concerning the conditions and special conditions for CSN as well. We also have what we call Pentagon courses, which are the mini groups. And mini groups are 3 to 5 students together. And it's really adapted 100% to what you would like to have, especially either 15 hours or 25 hours. And this is possible for a minimum of 1 week already. We have something which you might be interested in if you want to come in the summer. We do have between the end of May and beginning of September what we call the combination course, which is language and culture. It's 15-hour standard course I just described, or 22.5 hours for the intensive course. And you can combine it with what we call the culture pack. And it's 2 excursions, wine tasting, cooking workshop, which makes it 15 hours over 2 weeks, which you can add on this. And you can do it for 4 weeks with 2 packs, for example, combine it, and you are sure not to have the same content, of course, then. We also work on tailor-made programs. So if you want to come with a class, if you're a teacher, for example, or you want to do something specific, maybe on medical French, on law, on international relations or whatever, so we can set up a special offer for you then in that case. Teachers training program is in the summer. You can contact us about that. Maybe no need to go into the details now, but we have 2 tracks. One is for the beginner teachers, and the other one is for the confirmed or experienced professors. So in the summertime as well, and not only, well, it's not linguistic so much, it's methodology, and it's also lots of activities and culture, of course. Maybe I'll give you some information as well about what we call the learning platform, because our students, of course, have the classes in the morning and the intensive courses also in the afternoon. But besides that, you have access to what we call the learning platform, which helps you to access to more information besides the courses you have. You can do extra exercises, and it's also for communication purposes, to be in touch with your teachers and to make most of your stay, especially if you're not staying for a long time maybe and you want to really optimize your stay. Certification Center, I told you we are DELF and DALF certified, so you can sit the exam on specific dates. We have the national calendar, or you can prepare the exams with us and you can simply do them, sit them when you come back to your country. We have a personal guidance program with the intensive program, which means that we have tutorials twice a week, which means 3 hours, and that we will really help you to overcome your personal difficulties with French language or whatever you might have. And it's action-oriented units, which are like volunteering, as I said. Also, maybe if you want to study in France again, we are always there to help you and accompany and give you personal guidance for all of this. The resource center is very important in our school. We have a library, a person in the library all day, specialized to help you. Also in the media center, so that you can work independently, but also consult the teacher whenever you need him or her. As I told you, we are in the Loire Valley, which is a beautiful area, a very famous area worldwide, with the castles like Chenonceau, Chambord, Azil Rideau, and many others. Maybe you heard about Amboise, where we have the tomb of Leonardo da Vinci, and many other famous places along the river. We do offer specialized excursions, and they are given by teachers specialized in art history. You also have excursions going to Paris, as I told you, it's not far away, and also Mont Saint-Michel, which is in Normandy, and which is really worth visiting as well, or La Rochelle at the seaside. So it's not only discovering our area, but going beyond and really see the different parts of France. We have sports and social program to offer you, cooking workshops, and we have also wine tasting and cheese tasting workshops. I guess you will enjoy that if you like French cuisine. We're very famous for gastronomy in our part of France here. Accommodation, you have a choice between many host families, really qualified host families who have been working with us for many years, who are excellent hosts and who really enjoy doing that. They are great cooks, and they are all close to the Institute in the city center. But you also have the choice between residences, private residences, or the student residences in the summertime. Of course, you can have also flats for rental. So we are there to help you free of charge, by the way, and we will find the good accommodation possibility for you then. If you want more information, we have a website, which is www.institutdetouraine.com, which you also find on the website of Campus France. And of course, you can have a look at the Facebook site, maybe Facebook page, where our students do communicate. And I think it's great to be in touch with the different nationalities, and they will be, well, much better to talk about what they feel. They are really concerned about everything I'm telling you. So the best people to talk to is really our students, if you like to have some communication with them. I'll be happy to reply to your questions. I hope you have many questions. And as I said, my name is Britta, and you can contact me anytime at Institut de Touraine. And let's start with the questions you have. I hope you just feel free and let me know what I can answer. I see the question of Moa. How long are the intensive courses? The intensive courses are minimum 2 weeks, but can go up to almost a year if you want. It really depends on what your objective is. And do you just want to do French because it's something you enjoy? You like French cuisine? You like French culture? Or do you have any exam to prepare? That's the question also. Well, maybe it's, well, of course, it's a different way of handling the things. And we are there to really give you information and help you to select the good course for you. I'm not sure if you can hear me. Did you hear my reply, Moa? Can you just type yes if you hear me? Seems you do hear me. If you do, well, Mo, I see you want to pass the Delft to enter French university. It depends on what is your level when you start the courses. So we have online tests, and we are there to give you information on, you know, we would exactly calculate how much time you would need from the level you have today and the level you need to study at university, which can be a B1 or B2, usually a B2 rather, and it depends on what you want to study also. Did you hear that, Moa? I'm glad you hear me, apparently, Moa. Yes, usually it's a B2, depending for, you know, for some studies, it's even C1, like medicine, or it can be a little less. Yeah, probably a B2. So I would suggest that you contact me. You can contact me by email also, which is international@institutdetouraine.com. Comes to me directly, and I can help you to see what your level is today, and then we find out together how many lessons you would need, and you would also tell me then what kind of specific studies you would like to do. It's different when you study medicine than if you study, for example, you know, French or economics or something. Junior, the question is junior 12 to 17. Our students for individual courses are 16 plus, and our students for junior courses can be like 14. 12 is really a little young. We have more specialized schools for that, also in our area, for example, so we can recommend. But like the 14, 15, if they do not come in, well, in the summertime, in the high season, we can arrange closed groups for those students. Thank you for your time too, Moa, for your interest. Don't hesitate to get back to me if you need more information, of course. Great, great, Moa, thank you. Any other questions, anyone? Don't hesitate. Yes, Gertrude, hello. I'm happy to be with you. We have accommodation for students of different types. We have, of course, host families, but really great and quality host families who enjoy being with the students, and they really, what I always say, they do traveling from their sofa somehow. They are not traveling by themselves, but they really enjoy being with our international students and, you know, learn about their culture. And they're very happy, of course, to share the French culture with the students. Host families, well, that means total immersion into language, into daily life, into the culture. But for those of you, and I know that many Scandinavian students really prefer residences, which doesn't mean that it's not a good choice or a better choice. It's really a personal choice every time, I think. So we do have also residences we do recommend. The student residences are open in June, in July, and in August. And the general or the private residences are open all year. Everything is, as I said, very close to the institute, and it's easy for access. You don't even need transportation, public transportation. So I think it's really relaxing to be in such a city, which is the good size. It's not small, it's not too big. There is lots of things that happen, lots of activities you can go to, lots of French people you can meet, and the accommodation is not like in some cities far away where you have to take the underground or the bus for an hour. You don't waste your time. You really spend your time with French and with your friends and the people you get to know, and having fun, because well, learning is one thing, but having fun, learning is also having fun. So it's easy to do. Which accommodation are you interested in, Gertrude? Something specific, more residences or host families? While you're typing the answer, I can maybe give one additional information. Some schools take accommodation fee, placement fee. We do not do that. We have a general administration fee, which is 60 euros, and we do not take anything for the accommodation we find for you. If you're not sure, Gertrude, we can discuss that also and really find the good version, what you like. You say you're a bit uncomfortable going to live with a family. Sometimes people, you know, they do not know, of course, what kind of family they come into. But the thing is that we have a questionnaire. So when you enroll with us, we will want to know as much as you can tell us about you, so that we find exactly the family that has well, the same interests as you, and that you feel comfortable with it. It's not only saying that you have allergies and you want no cats and you're vegetarian or something. It's really, you know, what do you like? If you like sports, if you like traveling, if you like, I don't know what, music, we will certainly find the good family. We're working with 250 families, which is really a lot of families, but our head of accommodation, Elizabeth, she really knows every family which was selected by herself. And I'm quite sure that really, usually we can say the students are very, very satisfied. If ever there is something you did not expect the way it is and you want to change, it's no problem. You can always start with a family and we can change while you're there. Either change for a new family or go to a residence. So we can always talk about that. I hope this replies to your question. And maybe one more detail about those who are hesitating about families. Depending on how long you stay, maybe you want to live in a residence, but you want also to meet French people and French families. So we have a cooperation with an association here in Tours, families, French families who want to be your French family and who invite you for lunch, for dinner, who go and visit the museums, the castles, just go for a walk, for a drink with you, free of charge, and who are really happy to introduce you to other people, and it's just like your French family. Yes, the outdoor activities we have is, you know, sports, cooking, we have cine club, we have lots of activities, and we have an entertainment person also who is there, especially in the summertime, so that there is always something on at the Institute and that you will always find great activities. And it's, of course, another way of learning French and also meeting the people, meeting the other students and making new friends. As I told you, 80 different nationalities. And especially these days, I think it's so important to get to know people from other countries and other cultures and to better understand each other. Any other questions, Gertrude, maybe? Gertrude, is this your first time you want to go abroad for a linguistics day, or have you tried? Have you been to any linguistics day, maybe in France? De rien, Gertrude. I'm happy that I answered your questions. And again, don't hesitate if you have any other questions. Just send us an email, as I said, international@institutdetouraine.com, or just go to our website and you'll find contact. And do not hesitate to ask questions. We have a very personalized service, and our priority is really to have happy students. So do not hesitate. Oh, great. So you have an experience. I hope it was a great experience and that you will maybe soon come back for a summer stay or something. I think it's very important also, you talk about high school trips. We also have groups of students and many come for the first time. And I think it's so important that they have a great impression of the country, because you can really, well, we give the image of France. If everything is working out fine, you love France. And if something is wrong, you will maybe hate France. I don't know. So we are aware of the responsibility we have, and we really try to have happy students. And I think we we have many happy students. You can see that if you go to the Facebook page and the testimonials we have, and it's really a great experience for the students and for us as well. You're welcome, Gertrude. Who else has any questions? Yes, Lena, we have courses of general French, but also the specific French, which is like, as you say, economic French, business French. We do have gastronomy, we have fashion, we also have international relations, we even have medicine, and we have medical French, we even have law, and I think we're one of the only schools, or the very rare schools, that even have military French. So we have really lots of experience with that, and we are there for the students to do specific French as well. Very, very important also for exam preparation and things like that. And maybe for students who want to study in France and who need some special preparations to come and study, you know, like, as we said, international relations or business and things like this. We also have, as I told you, we are under the pedagogical academic supervision of the University François Rabelais from Tours. We work together with them, and it's easy for us to help the students to get into French universities if somebody wants to study there. But I think many Scandinavians, we have more maybe Japanese or Asian students, or from the Gulf countries who would like to study in university in France. I guess that many of the Scandinavian students rather come for summer courses or for short stay. So as I said, we also have the CSN special conditions, and don't hesitate to ask us about that as well. I did not tell you about what we call Qualité Fle, which is a quality label which is given by the French Ministry of Education, which was given the first time in 2007, which is given every 4 years, but not automatically. It's something you really deserve, and when you get it, it really means you have quality, not only in teaching, but in management, in security, in lots of things. We have a total of 15 stars, so we are very happy to have the maximum, and we're very proud. We just got everything renewed in the month of May this year for the next 4 years. So it really means something. Do we have any French teachers listening? Teachers of French? Maybe not. I think it's more students we have. You might ask yourself the question, why come to Tours? Because, well, the main destinations you think of is maybe southern France and Paris, which are also the more expensive parts of the country. So maybe it's something that you want to consider, also being close to Paris, having all the benefits, going easily for a weekend, and living in a city that has 40% less living cost. Yes, Lena, I see the question about training for teachers of French. We do have this indeed, which is in the summertime, in July and in August. We have 1, 2, 3, or 4 weeks. You have a choice between the different possibilities. So it can come for short stay, really like just 1 week. I have an intensive course, 4 weeks. And in 2016, we're starting something new, which is that we make 2 different programs. One is for the starting teachers, beginners, and the other ones for experienced professors. So it's not the same type of course. And as I also said, we have activities, specific cultural activities, which are included in the programs. So again, if there are specific questions about the training for teachers of French, do not hesitate to let us know about that. Our program will be out very soon, I think in about, well, less than 2 weeks. So I can send it to the people interested in that. Any other questions? Do we have anybody listening that has experienced the Loire Valley already? It's really the area where the kings of France, it was the capital of France a long time ago. So great, Lena. I'm happy to know that you have been there and you enjoyed it. You're welcome anytime again. We call this area the Garden of France. It's l'art de vivre à la française. It's something that is really very relaxing, and we are, as I said, a good size of the city, not too small, not too big, just the right size, and lots of things to do. And again, really easy to get in touch with the people. This is what you're really all interested in, I think. By the way, I'm German, and I started like you all did, maybe just coming to France. And I went to Paris the first time, and I spoke lots of English, lots of German. And it's not so easy to find French people, especially in Paris, maybe. It's a lovely place, and I love to go there. But it's great to be in a relaxed place and to just hop over in 1 hour by train. It can be very quick, and you have really all the good parts. Welcome, Lena. I think there is a second Lena. Any more questions, maybe? Is there anybody that has visited Institut de Touraine, has taken courses with us, maybe, in the past? Let me give you some more information about the partners we have, because we are part of Groupement Fle, which is well, a group of quality schools in France. We are also part of the Education Valley, which is the schools of excellence in the center of France. And well, in this group, we have well, ourselves as the School for French courses. We have an art school. We have a management business school, pharmaceutical school, cosmetic school. So we are all partners, and we work on a really warm welcome for the students that come to France, and not only to France, but to Tours. And we have, well, we have published a guide in English and in French for the beginners and the advanced, to give you all the information that help you when you come into a new place like Tours. And we are there to, well, to really assist the students to feel comfortable and to meet people, and well, to get connections to other students, even connections to the partner institutions, even to the city of Tours, for example, or to companies in Tours. If somebody is interested or working or studying, let's say, pharmaceutical studies, well, he can come and tell us about that, and he might want to meet people from that same sector. So we would be the bridge between them. It's not a question of selling any programs. It's just a question of giving you the contact, getting you in touch with the people who do something in France, in the sector you're interested in, and so that you can compare what it's like in your country and in France. I did not precise that our school is open all year round. We only close between Christmas Day and New Year's Eve, let's say. And you can come anytime and integrate our international classes. So arrival every Monday is possible, and it's very flexible. And we make sure that you are in the right class of your level, because you have an online test and oral test at arrival if necessary. So you can really start on the very first day to optimize your stay by being in the right place. Anyone, any other questions? Is anybody planning on a linguistic stay in France very soon? Well, thank you so much for your attention. It was nice not to see you, but to be with some of you. So if you have any questions during the next days or next weeks or whenever I can be of help for you, again, my name is Britta at Institut de Touraine. I'm in charge of international relations, and I'll be happy to give you more information to reply to your questions. And you can contact me at international@institutdetouraine.com. And our website is available for you as well, giving replies to many questions. But I think it's much more interesting and nicer to be in human and personal contact. So really don't hesitate to get back to me then. Thank you so much for your attention. And I hope that some of you will have the opportunity to come to France soon. And I hope it will be Institut de Touraine you will choose. And I'll be happy to welcome you and to make most of your stay. And see you soon, hopefully. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir à tout le monde et à bientôt.